Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. We are backstage at Reading Leeds Festival 2023. Himalayas on the lineup. The lads join me now. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Very good. Thank you very much. Yourself?
Good stuff. Not too bad. Not too bad. Good weekend so far. How was Reading yesterday, first of all? How did it all go down?
It's very good. Very, very good. That's quite positive for me as well, so we'll take that.
Yeah, that's about as positive as he's been all year, so yeah. It was very good.
That's good. That's good to hear. Sounds like a winning gig. No, the crowd going for it and everything.
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
it's nice yesterday to be a rock band, particularly on that lineup yesterday where there weren't that many rock bands in it. It feels like you're going to get a lot of rock fans there.
That's the thing. Like, there are still rock bands about.
Yeah,
you know, like
gotcha.
a lot of people. I saw a lot of people in like comments and stuff saying there weren't many rock bands, but yeah, we're still here. But yeah, it's good
nice.
to be like kind of on our own in places, and there's some heavier bands than us on the Festival Public stage, so it was great to kind of see a few bands that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I guess you must be at the point now as well, now that the album's out and everything. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Nice reaction from the fans and everything, but you must be now at the point where you're playing the shows, you're actually seeing people kind of interpret those songs a little bit more, get used to them and everything. Has the live show kind of changed how you feel about those songs yet?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially like today and yesterday, there's a lot of people who kind of knew all the lyrics to the album songs,
Right.
which is it's exactly what you want, really. But it's always a nice surprise when it happens, and it's just a case of kind of informing what we're doing going forward. Then the sort of big moments we're really kind of trying to hone in on, and it's really kind of making a difference to us seeing what's kind of really working in front of people now.
I think we're like really appreciative of the sport, because I think we did a warm-up show pre-Reading Leeds, and someone who's a fan of the band came from Germany all the way to Cot,
that's
where it was
awesome.
like in Wales, and then came to the show yesterday. So yeah, it's crazy. Like we just released an album, and obviously that's the difference is made, which we really, really appreciate.
Well, that's what you can ask for, really. It's like that kind of commitment already. That's really, really nice. You can see something building there for sure. And in terms of the album, cliched question, but I am genuinely fascinated by album titles. Like, I'm always interested, even when it comes from like a title track or a lyric or whatever. I'm always really interested when there's a phrase and you guys pick it to actually sum up a record. So from Hell to Here, it's a big phrase.
Yeah.
Like, why did we go from that?
I think it's quite broad. I think generally, I mean, we wanted to kind of leave it a little bit, so it's not paint by numbers, so we're not telling you exactly how it's going to be, but there was loads of themes that ran through it, and I think we just had, from the start of the band really, I guess, the start of the band to where we were when the album was done, just at turbulent times, I guess, things that people don't necessarily know, and like even personal life stuff. So I think health-wise as well, things like that was thrown in, and and then we ended up with From Hell to Here.
Yeah, it seems to kind of just it was a good phrase to sort of sum up the whole album. There's a lot of sort of common themes running through the whole thing, and that seemed to encapsulate a lot of it. It's also the first track, which I'm usually against the first track being the title track, but it just felt like it works. So
It's nice when you have that phrase and you just like, what, actually that does click as well as just a song title, right?
It was either that, or it was going to be Mike is the favourite member of the band, my favourite member of the band. That was going to be the whole title. Mike is my favourite member of the band.
I preferred that one. I did come up with it. So.
It got vetoed by the label.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
They don't like Mike. They don't like him.
They don't like me at all.
What a shame.
No, yeah. Well, you say that, but pissing off the right people is always good.
Hey, that's always a good way to look at it. Big touring plans coming up. Let's start with the Loveless tour is great. I feel like, hearing what they've been up to and what you guys have been up to, that feels like a really kind of nice, I feel like audience-wise that's going to fit quite well, right?
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really excited for that one. I'm really excited to go back to Europe, because we just seem to like meet amazing people and play amazing shows, and it's a real pleasure. And then we're back in the UK, which is amazing, because we haven't really played the UK as much over the past I don't know, 6 months or something like that. So it'll be nice to be back there, and then do our first ever Irish show.
Oh,
so
that'll be fun.
Yeah,
they go hard.
Yeah,
they always go hard. Those crowds.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Nice to visit some family back home as well.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, like last time we went to Europe as well, we were supporting a Finnish metal band, and we're not.
Who were you supporting last time?
Lost Society.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and they're brilliant, but sound nothing like us. And the crowds were amazing. It was a sort of one of those. It's like, how are they gonna take us? And every night it was amazing.
That's great.
It's like you sort of feel going over there, no matter where we play, put us in front of anyone, and it's going to go down well. So it's a nice place to be, and we're really excited.
I think it's a good barometer of being rock enough. If like a Finnish metal band's fans are okay with you, you know, like you rock. Yeah,
I feel this.
You know you're potentially quite rock, and you know I'm fine with that's what we're going for, right?
That's absolutely fine. Well, I mean, speaking of support us, we've got to mention the outrageous gig you guys have lined up next summer. I mean, not just supporting the mighty Foo Fighters, but doing it in Cardiff as well. I mean, let's first of all, how many mates have already hit you up and be like, "Hey guys, been a while. How many spare tickets you got?"
It's quite a few.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It's quite a few.
They've all come out of the woodwork now.
I bet they have.
Some not so friendly and some friendly. So
no, but that's got to be like an absolute dream. I mean, I think it sounds obvious to say, doesn't it? But I think every single band working today admires the Foo Fighters or grew up on the band or whatever. So,
I think for me, I was reading Dave Grohl's book, and he mentions bands, you know, like we still find as heroes and legends. But then for us, I guess they're the next one on. You know, like and just everything he works on, Dave, seems to be incredible, and the rest of the band are amazing. So it's it's going to be a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like playing in the stadium is that's wild. A big box tick. You know, like we've always wanted to do that. It's first ever stadium show. Like we've played some big shows, but never anything on that sort of scale. So we just can't wait for it. It hasn't really quite sunk in yet.
Yeah, I'll bet.
They're going to sort of walk out and go, okay, this is what we're doing now. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be an exciting one. No, that'll be a day to remember for sure. Looking forward then, so obviously albums kind of only just come out, but how far forward do you guys generally look? Are you one of those bands that's kind of always working on new music ideas, or do you like to take okay, interesting.
We're always working on something. So there's going to be new music before the end of the year.
Oh wow.
And that doesn't necessarily mean album 2 straight off the bat, but no, and then album 2's in the works. So
wow, great.
Yeah. So we're ready to go again, because I think we just want to keep doing this. So.
Yeah, and again, like playing like these sorts of shows and everything we've done over the summer, it's been a case of like really getting a gauge of what's been working with album 1, and I think we've really found where we want to be with the next one, and it's come quite easily, to be honest. So we've really sort of taken these shows in our stride and gone, okay, these are the bits that are working. Let's do more of that and get better at that. And
what do you feel like are the bits that are working in particular? Then is it the kind of heavier end of what you guys do, or what is it?
Yeah, it's definitely the kind of heavier stuff, and I think that's where we'd be looking to go with the next one. Certainly, like I think it's just the sort of, you know, the big drops, the big moments. It's something that we've kind of accidentally ended up doing well. It's not something that with album 1 we were necessarily completely focusing on. Obviously it's part of the process anyway, but we found the more we've done the songs, the more we've done them live and really honed them, like it's those kind of like just the sort of, you know, when everything kind of goes quiet for a sec and then gets really loud. That's sort of where we've been at with it, and it's been really satisfying seeing people's reactions on it. So I think we just want more of the same going forward.
Yeah, lovely stuff. I mean, it's such a common theme with so many bands I talk to. Like the minute they get it live, like I say, not only do you discover new things, but the amount of bands that tend to go like, "Oh, we need to do this a little heavier live. Let's push in that direction." It's just funny how it works out sometimes, right?
Definitely. Everything's gonna be drop tuning from now on.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. You heard it here first. That's what we want. Promises. Guys, I'm gonna let you go, but yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Really nice to catch up with you, and congrats on all the success.
Thank you for having us again.
Himalayas, everybody.